Well, guys, I just want to talk to you. We had a nice holiday, little day off. I get one day off. Christmas happened to be the day, so that's good. Guys, I had an epiphany. I realized why I don't get very many views. Yeah, I'm not showing you guys the right stuff. See, I was under the assumption that you guys like silver, but that's not entirely accurate. You guys like American silver. Yeah. Yeah, I've decided that's the problem. That's why we don't get the views. You guys are interested in these things. These overpriced little gems. And that's okay. I'm not mad at you. I've never put much stock in them, but I own a couple. Actually, I do believe this is all the ones I own. Um, kind of prefer these. Just between you, me, and that wall. If I had to pick, what would you pick? Huh. Good question, isn't it? But anyway, today we're going to talk about some basics on why would you ever want to or think about stacking this stuff. Yeah. Why would you want this in your stack? Your possessions. Silver, that is. Now, as far as I'm concerned, there's no reason to stack Silver Eagles right now. Absolutely zero reason to stack them. Because the premiums are just absurd. Now, when I got these, they were quite the bargain. That's the only reason I have them. The premiums were basically nil. Just a buck, maybe about a mil when I bought that. But not a purchase I normally make. But when the GSR hit, what was it, 125? I went ahead and splurged a little and got a little carried away. Got some stuff, some stoof. Right, where is this puppy? This one is a 2021, so this would have been bought a couple years after this stuff. Alright. Anyway, you guys get the idea. So the basics. We're going to talk about the gold to silver ratio. Okay? If the gold to silver ratio is right, you want to buy the shiny. I'm going to tell you why. So it doesn't matter what the price of silver is when the GSR is right, because the goal there is to trade. Now, again, this is just for funsies. I'm not giving investment advice. I would never do that. Well, those ASEs were $19.82 each, so that's why I bought them. Yep, $19.82 each. So not terrible. Not terrible. Anyway, GSR. He's your friend. Gold silver ratio. That's what you want to be watching. I will tell you, for the premiums, right now, this is the one you want. You want anywhere near this. Now, that's just my friendly advice. You're going to get a little better premium when you sell it, but At the end of the day, these are both very recognizable, very liquid. No one's going to give you any flack about a Britannia. I mean, as far as which one looks cooler, I mean, I'm not throwing either one of them out, if you know what I mean. If the GSR is right, okay, so like a year ago, well, it was almost 2 years ago, GSR was pumped, its the highest it's ever been. I was buying silver hand over fist. I spent every penny I had. And I was getting as much stuff as I could near melt, including this stuff. I was buying these for like 15, 16 bucks each. Okay. Now, you couldn't find silver when the GSR was below at 125. It was hard to find. But right after and right before, I was already buying hand over fist. So everything I bought was just, compared to the prices now, everything was under melt. I think these might have even been 13 bucks each. I'd have to look and see what I got in. But, yeah, everything was just, I was buying it up as I could find deals. Anything that had a reasonable premium. Now, you guys are like, well, these are garbage. Well, they're still worth melt all day. All day, every day. Ain't nobody turning you down on these. They'll carry a buck or two over melt. Okay. They're still American. These are still American silver dollars. You know. Same as the Morgans. Right? Same thing. Now, of course, you know, I personally prefer this coin to a Morgan, design-wise, but, you know, the Morgan's iconic. I get it. It's cool. I'm not mad about it. I'm actually contemplating getting a full collection of the modern commemoratives since everybody hates on them so much, because there's actually some rare ones. But back to my point. When the GSR's right, you got to be buying, listen, this stuff. Okay? As much as you can. And the GSR right now, I think it was about 80. 80 is a signal. 80 is consider trading all gold for silver. And yeah, I still hear people yakking about gold. Gold's holding its value. Gold. Well, let me tell you, the GSR, throughout time in the long haul, it isn't wrong. GSR says possibly trade all gold for silver, not buy gold. It says run away from gold. You shouldn't be buying gold. Now, that's not me telling you don't buy gold. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you can find silver anywhere near melt, you shouldn't be buying gold. Now, that's the argument. Gold has lower premiums. So, and you can make that argument. Okay. Also, gold's outperformed silver recently. Now, not the year before last, or last year. Silver killed gold last year. But if you go for the past 10 years, you know, you could definitely argue that gold has held its value a lot better than silver. And you wouldn't be wrong. So, you have to make your own determinations. You have to do your own due diligence. Okay, no one can make that choice for you. But what I can tell you is this: those milk spots are set on the capsule. It doesn't matter. What I can tell you is that the number of dollars in existence don't even require a printing press anymore. They just make them digitally. And in 2020, they made more dollars than they ever made in a single year. And not even close. Like, they destroyed records. I bet you didn't hear that on the news. Yeah, the money supply increased exponentially over the course of 2020. So you've got the official numbers. But if you look at the Federal Reserve asset list and you look at their portfolio, I mean, they're inventing wealth that doesn't really exist. And I wanted to talk about the basics. I wanted to talk about why this stuff. Well, maybe not this. Maybe you prefer this. Maybe you like something a little older and you're collecting Morgans. You know? Whatever you're getting, it doesn't matter. As long as the premiums are right. Okay, that's the secret. You get the right stuff and you can really, really come out on top when the time is right. And yeah, they're not printing dollars. Not like it's not what you think. Most dollars are purely digital, like Bitcoin. And we won't talk about Bitcoin because quite honestly, I don't like tulips, but that's just me. Some people love it. Some people love tulips. I don't know. What I do know is that you want to preserve your wealth. Wealth. That's the word. Wealth. Money. You know, what is money? Money is not that paper stuff in your wallet, which, by the way, only makes up what last I checked, and this number has changed. It had to have changed because they made so much currency in 2020. So much fiat was made, digital fiat. But prior to that, it was about 7% of all dollars actually exist in the form of coinage or notes. 7%, guys, 7%. So that means 93% is digital. It's higher now. So most of it's digital. So what's it based on? Well, the goodwill and faith of the U.S. government. Now, what's this based on? Well, people's want, need, or desire for the shiny. What's the difference? Well, this is used in industrial purposes, applications. This has been known as money since recorded history. So it has history and industrial purpose. So if you want to argue it's a base metal, good. It's a base metal, but it's a really rare base metal that is more and more applications come up every day for this stuff. Okay. It is literally what's going to make our future possible because it is the best conductor of electricity, the most reflective material in existence. It's got so many applications. It's antimicrobial, and it's used for, film. Now, everybody's going digital now, you'll say, but there's still people using film. And this stuff is definitely used in the medical field. But now we're doing things like electric cars. They're talking about electric roads. We'll see how that goes. But the point is everything's saying to us, wow, silver comes out of the ground, 8 ounces to 1, gold to silver. And we're at 80 to 1 dollar value. So I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what the dollar value is. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Get this stuff. When the GSR is in the 80s, you need to be getting this stuff. The premiums that you can get it at are even remotely acceptable. That's my not advice, just fun talk. Hashtag real talk. This is the stuff you want, guys. You can go buy gold. Gold takes up less space. That's another big advantage of it. But if you got the space at the bank, put a couple ounces of these in there. A couple ounces, right? A couple ounces of silver to just protect you. Just in case. Just in case. Hey, it's crazy talk, right? The dollar's great. It's been around forever. Just in case. Let's say inflation keeps up. Well, in an inflationary environment, this stuff will hold its value. It hasn't been this year, some would argue. Well, over the last 5 years, 10 years, has it? 20 years, 50 years. What's the price in fiat dollars of silver going to be next year? We don't know. You have to make the determination, but I will tell you this. The value has never been $0. At no time has someone said, well, someone with sense anyway, that knows what this is, no, I won't take that as payment. I won't exchange that for anything. That is useless. I have no use for that. That doesn't happen. Now, they might be lowballing you. They might say, well, we're only going to give you $5 for that. But only an idiot would turn this down at $5. Are you starting to catch the point? Go to Venezuela or Turkey right now and go tell me about what a lira is worth or a bolivar. Tell me how that compares to what it was worth the other day or the other month or the other year. You know, this isn't rocket science, guys. This is not rocket science. This is the basics. If you know these basics, you're going to win. I bought these specific coins because compared to the spot price, this was the best deal I saw around. I got other stuff, and I got a variety of things. I'm pretty diverse as a stacker. I think if you've watched my videos, you know that. But I've fallen into this trap of numismatics here lately. That's my problem. But when it comes to stacking, guys, you can get a nice little stack for small money. Small money compared to the potential protection it offers. Because quite honestly, what we got here? We got like 12, 15, 16 ounces, and each of these is 3/4 of an ounce roughly. So we'll say that's we'll say every 4 is 3 ounces. That's not quite exactly accurate, but you know what? We're bartering, right? So okay, there's 12 ounces, right? $15. 18 ounces. 18 plus the 20. See the point? So, what'd that cost me? Well, like I said, we were paying about, I think this was like 15, 16 an ounce when I bought it. And then these were 19 an ounce, $20 an ounce. Let's average it out to like $18 an ounce, right? See what I'm saying here? Add that up. What did we pay? Well, we didn't pay enough to break the bank for anybody. You could accrue this amount of silver in a few months. Even a minimum wage earner, if they budgeted right, could have this within a year easily. That's the beauty of silver. That's why you want silver. That's what silver is good for. It has the most upside. I promise you that it will never be worth zero. And I promise you that at some point in time, I can't tell you when, this is going to be the metal to have. Now, there's opportunity costs there. You have to do your own due diligence, but there's going to be a time where this is what you want. This right here. This stuff right here is what you want. Now, when that is, could be right now. The GSR seems to suggest that this might be that time. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, happy stacking. Find all the knickknacks, paddywhacks. Give the dog a bone and shiny stuff and painty stuff and all the stuff of your dreams while you're awake. And if you don't find it, go ahead and blame me. Because, maybe I led you astray. Maybe I got you looking at numismatics or miniatures instead of keeping your eyes on the prize and looking at the bullion. Guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and listen, this message, this could literally save someone's hiney when the duty hits the fan. And I really personally believe that there will be a time where silver is going to shine. But you have to make your own decisions. You have to do your own due diligence. Take care. Be safe out there, and happy holidays.